When chaos strikes, our body's immediate response is often rooted in the fight or flight mechanism. This instinct is part of our survival system, preparing us to either confront or escape a perceived threat. While this response was useful when facing physical dangers in ancient times, it can be counterproductive in today's fast-pacing, often mentally challenging environments. One of the most powerful yet simple tools to counteract this reaction is breathing consciously and pausing before taking action. Deep, intentional breathing has a direct effect on the nervous system. When we take slow, measured breaths, inhaling deeply through the nose, holding for a few seconds, and exhaling slowly through the mouth, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the part of the brain responsible for rest and relaxation. The result is a decrease in heart rate, lower blood pressure, and a clearer, more focused mind. The pause that accompanies intentional breathing is equally essential. In moments of chaos, we are often tempted to react impulsively, which can escalate the situation or lead to poor decisions. Pausing gives us the space to detach momentarily from the chaos and assess the situation objectively. It allows us to respond thoughtfully rather than react emotionally. To make this practice effective, you can incorporate various breathing techniques such as the 4-7-8 breathing method, box breathing, or diaphragmatic breathing. For instance, the box breathing method involves inhaling for 4 counts, holding the breath for 4 counts, exhaling for 4 counts, and pausing for another 4 counts. This technique is often used by Navy SEALs to maintain composure in high-stress environments. Moreover, pausing doesn't only mean physical stillness, it also means pausing mentally, setting aside a few moments to ground yourself, assess your priorities, and gain clarity on your next step. One way to enhance this practice is to combine it with visualization. As you pause and breathe, imagine yourself in a calm environment, such as a serene beach or a quiet forest. Visualization can amplify the calming effects of intentional breathing. Incorporating this habit into your daily life, even when things are not chaotic, strengthens your ability to remain composed under pressure. Regular practice during peaceful moments helps you instinctively turn to this method when the storm hits. Ultimately, mastering the art of breathing and pausing is one of the simplest but most impactful ways to reclaim control in chaotic situations. In times of chaos, one of the primary reasons we feel overwhelmed is because we try to fix or manage everything at once. The unpredictable and uncontrollable nature of chaotic situations magnifies our sense of helplessness. However, focusing on what is within your control is a powerful strategy to regain a sense of stability and calmness. The first step in this process is to distinguish between the things you can influence and those you cannot. Many external factors, like other people's opinions, sudden changes in the market, or global events are entirely beyond your control. On the other hand, your thoughts, actions, and responses to situations are fully within your power. Shifting your focus to these controllable elements is liberating and empowering. Imagine you're in a crisis at work where a major project is delayed due to external supplier issues. While you cannot control the supplier's timeline, you can control how you communicate with stakeholders, what contingency plans you create, and how your team manages the remaining aspects of the project. By directing your energy toward these manageable areas, you maintain a sense of agency and reduce unnecessary stress. One practical approach is to create a control map. On a sheet of paper, draw 2 circles, a smaller one inside a larger one. In the inner circle, write down everything you can control, such as your attitude, daily schedule, and problem-solving strategies. In the outer circle, list the things you cannot control, like the actions of others, weather conditions, or sudden technological failures. This visual exercise helps clarify your focus and remind you where to direct your efforts. Another key element is developing resilience through acceptance. Accepting that certain situations are outside your control does not mean passivity or defeat. It simply means redirecting your energy to where it can have a meaningful impact. Acceptance can be challenging, especially when we naturally want to fix problems or assert control over outcomes. However, acknowledging the limits of your influence can bring a surprising sense of peace. Additionally, mindfulness practices can help you stay centered on the present moment and avoid spiraling into anxiety over uncontrollable factors. By being present, you recognize that worrying about the unknown serves no productive purpose. You can then redirect your thoughts to constructive actions within your immediate environment. Setting realistic, achievable goals is also crucial when focusing on what you can control. Breaking down larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps creates a sense of progress and accomplishment, even in the midst of chaos. Achieving small wins provides momentum and builds confidence, reinforcing your ability to navigate challenging situations. Lastly, gratitude plays an essential role. When chaos unfolds, it's easy to lose sight of what's going well. By reflecting on the aspects of your life that are within your control and appreciating the stability they offer, you develop a more balanced perspective. This shift in mindset helps you navigate uncertainty with grace and composure. By focusing on what you can control, you reclaim your power in the face of chaos. Your ability to manage your actions and responses becomes a grounding force that brings clarity, calm, and strength amidst the storm. How we perceive a situation greatly influences how we respond to it. When chaos arises, it's easy to fall into negative thought patterns, seeing the situation as a crisis or insurmountable problem. However, by consciously shifting your perspective, you can transform chaos into an opportunity for growth, learning, and positive change. One of the first steps in shifting your perspective is recognizing that your initial reaction to a chaotic situation may not be the most accurate or helpful interpretation. Our minds are wired to focus on threats as part of an evolutionary survival mechanism. But this instinct often magnifies challenges and blinds us to potential solutions. By taking a step back and analyzing the situation objectively, you can begin to see it from different angles. A helpful technique is reframing. This involves consciously replacing negative or limiting thoughts with more constructive ones. For instance, instead of thinking, "This project is a complete disaster, I'll never recover from this setback," try reframing it to, "This is a tough challenge, but I've overcome difficulties before and I can learn valuable lessons from this experience." This simple shift in language changes your focus from despair to resilience and problem. Another way to shift your perspective is by practicing gratitude. Even in chaotic moments, there are often hidden blessings. For example, a job loss might initially seem devastating, but it can open doors to new career opportunities or provide the chance to pursue a long-lost passion. Cultivating a mindset of gratitude helps you recognize these silver linings and maintain a more balanced outlook. Keeping a gratitude journal or simply reflecting on 3 things you're grateful for each day can build this positive habit over time. Seeking input from others can also provide fresh perspectives. When you're deeply entrenched in a chaotic situation, it's easy to develop tunnel vision. Talking to trusted friends, colleagues, or mentors can help you see the situation from different viewpoints. They may offer insights you hadn't considered or share experiences that help you navigate the chaos more effectively. Furthermore, adopting a long-term perspective can reduce the emotional intensity of chaotic moments. Ask yourself, will this matter a week from now, a year from now? Often the challenges that seem overwhelming in the present lose their significance when viewed in the broader context of your life. Reminding yourself of the temporary nature of most chaotic situations can provide a sense of relief and reduce immediate stress. Mindfulness and visualization are additional tools for shifting perspective. Mindfulness practices help you observe your thoughts without judgment, making it easier to identify negative patterns and replace them with constructive ones. Visualization allows you to mentally project yourself into a positive outcome, reinforcing a sense of optimism and confidence. For instance, if you are overwhelmed by a public speaking engagement, visualize yourself delivering a successful presentation and receiving positive feedback. This mental rehearsal can reframe the situation from a source of anxiety to an opportunity for success. Lastly, embracing a growth mindset is essential. A growth mindset, as popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, emphasizes the belief that challenges and failures are opportunities to develop skills and improve. When you view chaos as a chance to learn and grow, you transform adversity into fuel for personal and professional development. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? These questions guide your thoughts toward productive, empowering answers rather than defeatist conclusions. By actively shifting your perspective, you change not only how you see chaotic situations, but also how you engage with them. Your response becomes more thoughtful, resilient, and solution-oriented, turning chaos from a source of distress into an opportunity for transformation and growth. In the midst of chaos, our minds often become cluttered with racing thoughts, anxieties, and distractions. We find ourselves dwelling on the past or catastrophizing about the future, which only amplifies feelings of stress and overwhelm. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful way to anchor yourself in the present moment, cultivating a sense of calm and clarity even when everything around you feels chaotic. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your full attention to the here and now without judgment. It involves noticing your thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations with a sense of curiosity and acceptance. By doing so, you can reduce emotional reactivity and gain a clearer perspective on the situation at hand. One of the simplest ways to practice mindfulness is through focused breathing. Sit or stand in a comfortable position, close your eyes if you feel comfortable, and take slow, deep breaths. As you inhale, pay attention to the sensation of air filling your lungs. As you exhale, notice the release of tension. If your mind starts to wander, and it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This practice may sound simple, but it has profound effects on the brain, activating the parasympathetic nervous system and reducing stress. Another effective mindfulness technique is body scanning. This involves mentally scanning your body from head to toe, noticing any areas of tension or discomfort without trying to change them. By tuning into physical sensations, you ground yourself in the present moment and create a sense of embodied awareness. Body scanning is particularly helpful when chaos manifests as physical stress, such as tight shoulders or a clenched jaw. Mindful observation is another valuable practice, especially when you are caught up in the whirlwind of a chaotic environment. Take a moment to observe your surroundings without judgment. Notice the colors, shapes, and textures around you. Listen to the sounds in the background. Engaging your senses helps you reconnect with the present moment and provides a temporary mental break from stress. Incorporating mindfulness into daily activities can also help you stay grounded. Whether you're eating a meal, walking, or even washing dishes, try to be fully present in the activity. Notice the textures and flavors of your food, the sensation of your feet hitting the ground, or the warmth of the water on your hands. These simple moments of mindfulness build resilience over time and make it easier to stay calm when chaos arises. A common misconception is that mindfulness requires long meditation sessions in a quiet room. While formal meditation is beneficial, it's not the only way to practice mindfulness. Even a few seconds of mindful awareness can make a significant difference. For example, before entering a stressful meeting, take a few deep breaths and silently acknowledge your feelings without judgment. This brief pause helps reset your nervous system and prepare you to engage more thoughtfully. Mindfulness is also about cultivating a compassionate relationship with your thoughts and emotions. In chaotic situations, it's easy to criticize yourself for feeling overwhelmed or anxious. Mindfulness encourages you to acknowledge these feelings without self-judgment. Instead of thinking, I shouldn't be feeling this way, try adopting a kinder inner dialogue. It's okay to feel stress right now. This is a natural response and it will pass. This self-compassion reduces internal resistance and creates space for calmness to emerge. Research has consistently shown the benefits of mindfulness in reducing stress, improving focus, and enhancing emotional regulation. It changes the way the brain responds to stress by strengthening the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for rational thinking and decision making. As a result, practicing mindfulness over time helps you build a mental buffer against chaos, making you less reactive and more composed. To maintain a consistent mindfulness practice, it's helpful to set aside dedicated time each day, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes. There are also numerous apps and guided meditations available that can support your practice. However, the true power of mindfulness lies in integrating it into your daily life. By practicing mindfulness, you gain the ability to stay present, manage your reactions, and maintain clarity in the face of chaos. You become less entangled in the mental noise that chaos creates and more connected to a state of inner calm and balance. In times of chaos, one of the most grounding things you can do is to maintain a routine. The natural human tendency when life feels out of control is to let our habits slip, believing that everything must be done in response to the current chaos. However, maintaining structure and consistency in your daily life creates a sense of stability and helps you maintain focus amid the storm. A routine is essentially a roadmap for your day, providing a sense of predictability and order, even in the face of uncertainty. The power of a routine lies not in the exactness with which you adhere to it, but in its ability to provide consistency. When you have established habits that you can return to during stressful times, you avoid getting caught in the whirlwind of chaos and instead create a stable environment for yourself. The first step in maintaining a routine is identifying the core elements that bring you peace and productivity. These could be as simple as waking up at the same time each day, following a morning ritual like stretching or meditation, having set times for meals, and carving out time for exercise. A routine doesn't have to be rigid. Rather, it can be flexible and adapted to your needs. But the key is consistency. When life around you seems unpredictable, the ritual of your routine becomes a reliable anchor. Start small. If the thought of maintaining a full routine feels overwhelming, begin by focusing on one aspect of your day. For example, if mornings are particularly chaotic for you, aim to develop a calming morning routine that sets the tone for the rest of your day. This might include waking up 30 minutes earlier to enjoy a cup of tea, do a short meditation, or simply enjoy some quiet time before the rush of responsibilities begins. Establishing these small, peaceful moments can be incredibly restorative and will provide a solid foundation for handling chaos later in the day. When you maintain a routine, you also give your body and mind the space to recharge. Consistent sleep patterns, for instance, allow your body to recover and restore itself, making you better equipped to handle stress. Research consistently shows that quality sleep is essential for emotional regulation and cognitive performance, both of which are crucial when dealing with chaotic circumstances. By prioritizing rest, you ensure that you are physically prepared to deal with whatever challenges come your way. Exercise is another essential part of maintaining a routine, particularly during chaotic times. Physical activity doesn't just benefit the body. It has profound effects on mental clarity and emotional resilience. A walk around the block, yoga, or even a few minutes of stretching can reduce cortisol levels, release endorphins, and improve mood. Incorporating exercise into your daily routine provides a healthy outlet for stress and serves as a physical reminder that you have control over your well-being even when other aspects of your life feel uncontrollable. Meal times and nutrition are also crucial components of a routine that can help you stay calm in chaos. When life gets chaotic, it's easy to skip meals or turn to unhealthy comfort food, which can affect your energy levels and emotional state. Having set meal times and making time to eat nutritious, balanced meals ensures that you are physically nourished and equipped with the energy needed to tackle challenges. Keeping healthy snacks or preparing meals in advance can also help when time feels limited, ensuring that you stay on track even during busy periods. Moreover, maintaining a routine helps to boost productivity and decision making. When you have a structured day, you reduce decision fatigue. Instead of spending mental energy on deciding when or how to do things, you simply follow the routine you've already established. This not only saves time but reduces anxiety because your tasks are already organized and prioritized. You know what to expect, and you can focus your mental energy on the more important, less predictable aspects of life, like solving problems and managing challenges. Another critical element of maintaining a routine is setting aside time for self-care. When chaos strikes, it's easy to neglect your emotional and mental well-being. However, scheduling time for activities that rejuvenate you, whether that's reading, journaling, spending time in nature, or practicing a hobby, is essential for maintaining balance. These activities are not just indulgent, they are vital for ensuring that you remain resilient and capable of navigating stressful situations with a clear mind. Lastly, flexibility within your routine is important. While routines provide stability, they must be adaptable to life's unpredictability. Flexibility within your routine allows you to accommodate new demands, unexpected events, or personal shifts without completely derailing your sense of structure. It's important to give yourself permission to adjust when necessary, rather than feeling guilty or stressed about breaking from your established pattern. A routine that offers room for adjustment is one that fosters long-term resilience without adding pressure. By maintaining a routine, you create a buffer against the chaos of life. You build a structure that keeps you grounded and focused, allowing you to respond to unpredictable events with clarity and calm. Even when the world around you feels uncertain, the routine you've established provides a sense of control, stability, and purpose that allows you to navigate through turbulent times with grace. One of the most important yet often overlooked strategies for staying calm in chaos is seeking support. While the impulse in difficult situations might be to handle everything on your own, the reality is that we all need help from time to time, especially when navigating through turbulent or overwhelming circumstances. Reaching out to others provides not only emotional relief but also practical guidance that can help you make sense of the chaos and find a way forward. Support can come in many forms, from friends and family to colleagues, mentors, or professional counselors. The key is to recognize when you are feeling overwhelmed and actively seek out the help you need. Being open to support does not indicate weakness or incompetence. Rather, it shows strength and wisdom as it demonstrates your ability to identify when external assistance can enhance your resilience and ability to cope. When facing chaos, it can be helpful to lean on close family members or friends who know you well and can provide emotional grounding. They can offer a sense of stability and comfort, reminding you that you are not alone in your struggles. Simply talking about your feelings with someone who listens without judgment can lighten the emotional load and help clarify your thoughts. This shared connection reduces feelings of isolation, which is common during periods of uncertainty. Having someone to lean on can be the difference between being overwhelmed by emotions and finding the strength to move through them. Beyond emotional support, others can also offer valuable perspectives and solutions that you may not have considered. When chaos clouds your judgment, a fresh viewpoint can bring clarity and open new avenues for problem solving. For example, a colleague who has experience in similar situations might suggest a strategy or approach you hadn't thought of, providing a practical solution that helps you navigate the chaos more effectively. Sometimes, simply talking through the problem can lead to an aha moment where everything clicks into place. Mentors and coaches can be particularly helpful when dealing with chaos in professional settings. These individuals have the experience and wisdom to guide you through tough challenges. They can offer advice on how to handle stress, prioritize tasks, and stay focused on what matters most. Seeking support from a mentor not only helps you deal with the immediate chaos, but also contributes to your long-term growth and development. They might help you see how to reframe a challenging situation as an opportunity for professional growth, or offer insight into how you can learn from the experience to avoid similar chaos in the future. Another form of support comes from mental health professionals, such as therapists or counselors. When chaos starts to take a toll on your emotional well-being, it can be incredibly beneficial to seek professional guidance. Therapy provides a safe space for you to explore your feelings, develop coping strategies, and build emotional resilience. A mental health professional can help you identify the underlying sources of your stress and provide you with the tools to manage your emotions effectively. They can also assist in helping you reframe negative thinking patterns and adopt healthier perspectives, reducing the emotional burden of chaotic situations. In some cases, joining a support group can be an excellent way to connect with others who are experiencing similar challenges. Support groups offer a sense of community and solidarity where you can share your experiences and learn from others who understand what you're going through. Whether it's a group for caregivers, people navigating chronic illness, or professionals dealing with high-stress environments, these groups create a space for mutual support and shared wisdom. Knowing that others are facing similar struggles can normalize your experience and provide you with practical tips on how to cope. Seeking support isn't limited to just seeking advice or venting your frustrations. It also includes practical assistance. During chaotic times, there may be tasks or responsibilities that you simply can't manage alone, whether it's asking a colleague to help with a work project or relying on friends to take care of family responsibilities for a while. Delegating or sharing the load is a critical step in reducing stress. You don't have to do everything yourself. Asking for help when you need it can create a sense of community and interdependence that fosters greater resilience. Social support is also a powerful tool for reducing stress hormones in the body. Studies have shown that people with strong social support networks are less likely to experience the harmful physical effects of stress, such as increased blood pressure or weakened immune function. The emotional and physical benefits of connecting with others cannot be overstated. Just knowing that you have a reliable support network can help buffer the negative impact of chaotic events, providing you with the strength to face adversity with a calmer, clearer mindset. However, it is also important to recognize the quality of the support you seek. Surrounding yourself with individuals who are genuinely supportive, understanding, and positive is essential for maintaining your peace of mind during times of chaos. On the other hand, seeking support from individuals who are critical, overly anxious, or negative can exacerbate your stress. Ensure that you are reaching out to people who will uplift and encourage you rather than adding to your emotional burden. Lastly, when seeking support, it's crucial to be open and honest about your feelings. Sometimes we hesitate to express our vulnerabilities because we fear burdening others or appearing weak. However, being open and authentic about what you're going through creates deeper connections and allows others to truly support you. Vulnerability is a sign of strength, not weakness, and it opens the door for meaningful conversations that can be transformative. In summary, seeking support is not just a survival mechanism during chaos, but a crucial step in building emotional resilience. By leaning on others, whether emotionally, practically, or professionally, you create a network of strength that allows you to move through chaos with greater clarity, compassion, and composure. Remember, you don't have to face life's challenges alone. Support is one of the most valuable resources available to you when navigating turbulent times. In the face of chaos, we often feel the pressure to push through, to keep working, solving problems, and managing tasks without stopping. There's a widespread misconception that in order to handle stress or complex situations, we must stay constantly active. But the truth is, taking breaks and allowing yourself to rest is a crucial part of staying calm, focused, and resilient during times of chaos. Without proper rest and recovery, we risk burnout, exhaustion, and a diminished ability to cope with stress. The importance of taking breaks cannot be overstated. Our brains, like any other part of our body, need time to recharge. When we're constantly engaged in high stakes or high stress activities, we deplete our mental and emotional energy. If we don't allow for proper rest, our cognitive function decreases, and our ability to think clearly and make decisions diminishes. Breaks help us maintain focus, increase productivity, and ultimately navigate chaos with greater clarity and composure. One of the first things to recognize when dealing with chaos is that constant work is unsustainable. In fact, research has shown that the more you work without rest, the less efficient you become. Your attention span shortens and your ability to handle multiple tasks diminishes. Taking regular breaks, especially during high-intensity periods, allows your brain to refresh, helping you return to tasks with a clearer mind and better focus. Breaks don't have to be long or elaborate, but they should be intentional. A 5-minute break can be enough to reset your focus. During this time, step away from your workspace or routine, move around, stretch, or simply breathe deeply. A change of scenery, even if it's just walking around your office or home for a few minutes, can provide significant relief for both your mind and body. Taking a break can also mean disconnecting from technology. Stepping away from your phone or computer allows you to reduce information overload and reconnect with the present moment. In addition to short breaks throughout the day, it's equally important to prioritize longer periods of rest and recovery, particularly when the chaos lasts for an extended period. Sleep, for example, is one of the most powerful tools we have for managing stress and staying calm. Lack of sleep has been linked to higher levels of anxiety, poorer emotional regulation, and a greater susceptibility to stress. Getting quality sleep allows your body to repair itself physically and your brain to consolidate memories and process emotions, both of which are essential when navigating difficult situations. When sleep feels elusive due to stress or anxiety, developing a bedtime routine can be incredibly beneficial. This might involve winding down with calming activities like reading, journaling, or taking a warm bath. Avoiding screens and excessive stimulation before bed can also help signal to your brain that it's time to relax and rest. Sleep hygiene, which refers to creating an environment conducive to restful sleep, is essential during chaotic times, as it enables your body to fully recover and prepare for the challenges of the next day. Taking breaks and resting isn't just about physical recuperation, it's also about emotional and mental recovery. During stressful periods, it's easy to become emotionally drained. Regular breaks give you the space to process emotions, step back from overwhelming thoughts, and regain emotional equilibrium. Engaging in mindfulness exercises, practicing deep breathing, or simply taking time for reflection during breaks can help you manage your emotional state more effectively. Rest can also involve taking time to nurture your mental health in non-physical ways. Engaging in activities that promote joy and relaxation, such as spending time in nature, practicing a hobby, or listening to music, provides a mental recharge. These activities provide you with the opportunity to disconnect from the problem at hand, reset your emotional state, and come back with a renewed sense of energy. It's important to challenge the common belief that taking breaks is a sign of weakness or laziness. Instead, taking breaks should be seen as a tool for enhancing productivity, focus, and resilience. When you allow yourself the time to rest, you are not avoiding the problem, you are preparing yourself to face it with a clearer mind and more energy. Rest is a vital part of self-care, and without it, our ability to handle stress diminishes significantly. Additionally, taking breaks and practicing rest doesn't mean you're avoiding responsibility or hiding from the chaos. Instead, it's a proactive strategy to ensure that you're functioning at your best when you do return to your tasks. In chaotic times, it's easy to fall into the trap of working non-stop, believing that we need to be constantly engaged to keep up. However, pushing yourself without rest can lead to burnout, making it harder to be effective in the long run. By taking the time to rest, you increase your ability to manage stress, stay focused, and be more productive when you return to work. Another important aspect of taking breaks is listening to your body. Your body often sends signals when it's in need of rest, such as feelings of fatigue, tension, or irritability. Ignoring these signals can lead to mental and physical exhaustion, which only worsens the chaos you are trying to manage. Learning to listen to your body and honor its need for rest helps you maintain balance and avoid the negative consequences of overexertion. Lastly, the value of rest extends beyond just work chaos. Life can be overwhelming in many different ways, whether it's family responsibilities, health challenges, or financial stress. In these situations, rest and taking breaks can help you gain perspective and approach the situation with greater patience and clarity. It allows you to create the space you need to address challenges from a place of calm, rather than reacting impulsively or becoming consumed by stress. In summary, taking breaks and prioritizing rest are essential practices when navigating chaos. They help you recharge physically, mentally, and emotionally, allowing you to approach difficult situations with greater resilience, focus, and clarity. When you make rest a priority, you create the foundation necessary to manage stress effectively, stay grounded, and move through chaotic times with a sense of calm and control. When faced with chaos, our minds often go into overdrive, focusing on worst-case scenarios, feeling overwhelmed, and getting trapped in negative thought patterns. In times of uncertainty, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture and allow our stress and emotions to cloud our judgment. Reframing your perspective is an essential skill for maintaining calm in chaos. By changing the way you interpret events and challenges, you can reduce the emotional impact of difficult situations and gain a sense of control over your response. Reframing involves shifting your perspective to see things in a new light. Instead of viewing a situation as an insurmountable obstacle, you begin to see it as an opportunity for growth or a temporary challenge that can be overcome. The power of reframing lies in its ability to change the emotional tone of a situation. Rather than feeling defeated or overwhelmed, you can shift toward a mindset of possibility and action. One of the first steps in reframing is to recognize your initial reaction to a stressful situation. It's natural to feel anxious, upset, or frustrated when chaos arises. However, instead of immediately reacting to these emotions, take a step back and observe them without judgment. Recognize that these feelings are normal and that experiencing them does not mean you are failing or incapable. By creating distance between your emotional reaction and your response, you gain the opportunity to reframe your perspective more intentionally. For instance, if you're facing a difficult project at work with a tight deadline, your initial reaction might be one of anxiety, thinking, "I can't do this. Is too much." Reframing that thought could involve recognizing that this challenge is an opportunity to learn, develop new skills, and showcase your abilities. Instead of feeling trapped by the pressure, you can choose to see the situation as a chance for personal and professional growth. By viewing the task from a different perspective, you shift your emotional response from stress to motivation, which can help you tackle the challenge with more focus and clarity. Reframing can also be particularly powerful when dealing with external factors that seem beyond your control. For example, if you're dealing with a difficult family situation or a sudden change in your routine, it's easy to feel helpless or stuck. Instead of dwelling on the negative aspects, try reframing the situation to focus on what you can control. You may not be able to change the circumstances, but you can control how you respond to them. Reframing empowers you to take ownership of your emotional state and actions, helping you feel more in control and less at the mercy of external chaos. One effective reframing technique is to ask yourself, what is the lesson here? Instead of simply viewing a stressful situation as a problem, consider what it can teach you. This could be learning patience, resilience, or adaptability. The idea is to shift from a mindset of victimhood to one of empowerment. When you approach challenges with the belief that they have something valuable to offer, your emotional response to them changes and you begin to feel more capable of handling them. Another way to reframe a situation is by focusing on the aspects that you are grateful for. Gratitude has a profound impact on how we perceive challenges. In moments of chaos, it's easy to focus solely on what's going wrong, but practicing gratitude helps to reorient your thoughts toward what's going well. Take a moment to reflect on the positives in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Perhaps you have a supportive friend, access to resources, or the ability to take action toward a solution. Shifting your focus from problems to gratitude can significantly reduce stress and improve your emotional resilience. Reframing doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties or pretending that everything is fine. It's about adjusting your perception of the situation to give you a healthier, more constructive way to respond. Sometimes it's about recognizing that certain things are simply beyond your control. In such cases, reframing might involve accepting the situation for what it is, rather than fighting against it. For example, if you find yourself in a stressful traffic jam, you can reframe the experience by using it as an opportunity to practice mindfulness, listen to a podcast, or relax your mind. Instead of becoming frustrated by the delay, you choose to use the time in a way that benefits your well-being. Reframing can also be applied to how you perceive your own limitations. Often, we view challenges as a reflection of our inadequacy or inability. In these moments, reframing involves recognizing that difficulty does not define you. Just because you're struggling with something doesn't mean you're incapable. It simply means you're facing a challenge. Viewing yourself as someone who is capable of learning, growing, and overcoming obstacles empowers you to approach difficult situations with confidence and determination. Additionally, reframing can help you reduce the sense of urgency and pressure that often accompanies chaotic situations. Instead of believing that everything must be fixed immediately, reframe your thoughts to recognize that most things take time. It's not about having all the answers right away. It's about taking one step at a time and being patient with the process. When you embrace the idea that it's okay to not have everything figured out in the moment, the pressure to perform at a high level under stressful circumstances can begin to ease. Reframing also encourages a mindset of flexibility and adaptation. Chaos often arises because things don't go according to plan, and our initial reaction is to feel frustrated or out of control. However, reframing can help you embrace the idea that plans can evolve. You might not be able to control everything, but you can adjust, pivot, and find new solutions. The more flexible you are in your thinking, the more easily you can adapt to unforeseen circumstances and stay calm during times of chaos. Finally, adopting a reframed perspective also means embracing the idea that setbacks and difficulties are temporary. In the heat of chaos, it can be easy to fall into the trap of believing that things will never improve. But reframing helps you acknowledge that the situation is not permanent. Difficulties come and go, and by recognizing this, you free yourself from the weight of the current moment. By seeing challenges as temporary and surmountable, you can maintain a sense of hope and optimism even in the face of adversity. In summary, reframing your perspective is an incredibly powerful tool for managing chaos and staying calm. It allows you to transform negative situations into opportunities for growth, empowerment, and learning. By changing the way you view challenges, you reduce the emotional intensity of chaotic circumstances and create a mental space where clarity, resilience, and control can flourish. Reframing is not about ignoring difficulties, but about seeing them through a lens that empowers you to respond with calm, purpose, and confidence. One of the most important yet often overlooked strategies for staying calm in the midst of chaos is learning to stay present. In chaotic situations, our minds tend to wander, often drifting into the future, imagining worst case scenarios, or ruminating on past mistakes. This mental habit amplifies stress, intensifies anxiety, and makes it even harder to navigate the present moment. Staying present is a key practice that can help you regain your focus, find clarity, and approach chaos with a sense of calm. Being present means directing your full attention to the here and now, rather than worrying about what has already happened or fearing what's yet to come. In stressful situations, our minds can easily spiral into overthinking, focusing on everything that could go wrong or recalling moments where things didn't go as planned. These thoughts often exacerbate the feeling of chaos, making it feel as though the pressure is mounting endlessly. Staying present allows you to break that cycle by anchoring your mind in the current moment. When you practice mindfulness and stay present, you can more clearly assess the situation and determine your best course of action. If you are constantly distracted by thoughts of what if or I should have, you are not fully engaging with what is in front of you. This lack of focus makes it difficult to respond effectively and can make even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming. However, when you ground yourself in the present, you can approach each step with greater clarity, reducing the emotional weight that chaos often brings. One effective way to stay present is through mindful breathing. When you find yourself getting lost in overwhelming thoughts or emotions, pause and focus on your breaths. Take slow, deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Pay attention to the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body, and let this focus anchor your mind in the moment. Deep breathing reduces the physical symptoms of stress, such as increased heart rate and shallow breathing, and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps you calm down. With each breath, you are reminding your body and mind that you are safe, grounded, and capable of handling whatever is in front of you. Another way to stay present is to consciously engage with your surroundings. During moments of chaos, it's easy to become absorbed in your internal world, especially when the external world feels chaotic or out of control. A simple technique to ground yourself is to focus on your senses. Notice the sights, sounds, smells, and textures around you. What do you see in your environment? What sounds are you hearing? This sensory awareness helps shift your focus away from your thoughts and back to the present, creating a mental pause that can help you regain a sense of stability. Staying present also involves being aware of your internal emotional state without letting it dictate your actions. Chaos often triggers strong emotional reactions such as anxiety, fear, frustration, or even anger. When these emotions arise, it's easy to get swept up in them and let them control your behavior. Staying present means recognizing these emotions as they occur, acknowledging them without judgment, and letting them pass without allowing them to dictate your actions. This emotional awareness helps you avoid reacting impulsively to stress and enables you to respond thoughtfully, maintaining a sense of calm even in the midst of chaos. A powerful tool for staying present is the practice of grounding. Grounding techniques involve bringing your attention to your physical body and its connection to the environment around you. One simple method is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique, where you name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This practice helps to shift your focus away from your worries or anxieties and back to your immediate surroundings, giving you a mental reset. By connecting with your physical sensations, you create a mental space where you can better process the chaos without being overwhelmed by it. Staying present also means resisting the urge to multitask, especially in moments of stress. Multitasking might seem like a good way to manage multiple challenges at once, but it often leads to feeling scattered and increases the likelihood of making mistakes. Instead, focus on one task at a time. When you direct your attention fully to the task at hand, you work more efficiently and you're able to address each issue more thoughtfully and deliberately. This practice helps reduce the cognitive overload that often contributes to feeling overwhelmed and keeps your mind focused on the present moment. Another way to stay present is to practice acceptance. Chaos often arises when we resist the present moment, wishing things were different or fighting against what is happening. Acceptance doesn't mean that you like the situation or that you agree with it, but it means acknowledging reality as it is and letting go of the desire to control every outcome. When you accept that things are unfolding as they are, you free yourself from the burden of unnecessary stress and resistance. This shift in perspective allows you to move forward with more calm and clarity rather than being consumed by frustration or helplessness. Staying present also requires self-compassion. When you are facing a chaotic situation, it's easy to become self-critical. You might find yourself thinking that you should have prepared better, that you should be handling the stress better, or that you should be doing more. However, these thoughts only increase your anxiety and take you out of the present moment. Instead of being hard on yourself, practice kindness and patience. Recognize that you are doing the best you can and allow yourself the grace to respond to challenges with calm and patience. In chaotic situations, staying present also involves maintaining a sense of purpose. Often, when things feel out of control, we can get distracted by all the tasks at hand and lose sight of the bigger picture. Reconnecting with your deeper values and goals can help you stay grounded. Take a moment to reflect on what truly matters to you. Whether it's staying connected with loved ones, maintaining your health, or achieving a personal goal. By focusing on your core intentions, you bring a sense of direction and purpose to the chaos, helping you remain focused and calm amid uncertainty. Finally, staying present encourages a mindset of flexibility. Chaos often arises when things don't go according to plan, and it's easy to become rigid in your expectations or responses. However, when you stay present, you allow yourself the flexibility to adjust and adapt to the situation as it unfolds. By letting go of a fixed outcome and being open to new possibilities, you reduce the mental and emotional strain that comes from trying to control every aspect of a chaotic event. This adaptability helps you stay calm and focused as you navigate whatever comes your way. In summary, staying present is a powerful tool for managing chaos and maintaining calm. By grounding your attention in the here and now, you can reduce anxiety, focus on what truly matters, and navigate challenges with a clearer mind. Whether through mindfulness, grounding techniques, or emotional awareness, staying present allows you to regain control over your response to chaos and move through difficult situations with greater resilience and composure. In conclusion, staying calm in chaos is not about avoiding the challenges or ignoring the stress. It's about developing the mindset and tools to navigate through life's unpredictable moments with clarity, resilience, and composure. By implementing strategies such as focusing on your breath, reframing your perspective, taking regular breaks, and staying present, you can regain a sense of control even in the most overwhelming circumstances. Remember, chaos is often beyond our control, but how we respond to it is entirely within our power. The more we practice these techniques, the more we cultivate inner peace, no matter the external noise. Stay grounded, stay patient, and trust in your ability to find calm amidst the storm.